Welcome to My Mackay Journey, the podcast for all the migrants in Mackay and anywhere else that's listening.
My name is Josephine. I'm a wife and the mother of two and the grandma of one. I migrated to Australia 2008, which is close to 16 years.
Wow, amazing. 16 years and counting, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. So, why Australia?
There was something that was happening in our country, and we tried UK first just to seek for a better life. Then UK didn't work, like the papers, yeah, didn't come out. It was a struggle. Then we tried New Zealand, and our New Zealand papers like application was on waiting list for more than a year, and they had our passport. Yeah, we just withdraw our application after a year plus. Then we went to South Africa for 1 year, and when we were in South Africa, my husband got a job in Australia in Mackay through an agency. Was it work? Yeah, then so yeah, and the work that he got, it was here.
Yeah, so you didn't have to go through the challenges of all the paperwork.
No, we were so lucky. Like what I said with paperwork, it was really hard for us to arrange any our applications for UK, New Zealand, but for Australia, we started on, was it for something visa? Now I forgot. Like the working visa, it was for 2 years.
Yeah.
And when we got it, we were like, oh, it is this, and then we sort ourselves up and go back home. We didn't know the other side of the world.
Yeah.
That 2 years becomes like nothing, and there's nothing that you can really achieve in 2 years. However, we got lucky. The company my husband was working for applied for permanent visa for us within that first year.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're very lucky.
Yes, now hearing people's stories, I'm like, how lucky we were because within 10 months of being here, we had our permanent race.
Wow, you are very lucky in that aspect. So, who came here first? Was it just you and your husband? Were kids already born that time?
So what happened was my boy back then, he was around, passport was expiring.
Oh.
So we couldn't, my husband couldn't put us both on his first visa because they had like a law, like if our passport is expiring within 6 months, they couldn't put a visa on it. So we had to stay to wait for the new passport to come out. And back then in my country, passport like it took taking forever because there was a really big backlog in our passport application because so many people around that time were trying to leave the country. Yeah, so my husband came first. For about 8 months, he was here by himself. Then we came later on.
There, 8 months, yeah, that was such a long wait for him to be here on his own for 8 months. It must have been a long 8 months for him.
Oh, definitely. You know, when you know no one and you are speaking a foreign language, yeah, it's kind of hard, I would say. For us, we were still back home as much as we missed him, but I was still going to work. I was occupied. I had a child to look after. My family was there. So it wasn't as hard for me as it was for him over here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What did your family and friends think back then, like of you moving to Australia?
Oh, well, everyone thought that was a breakthrough in life. Thought that us coming here, it means we've reached another level in life and we could support them back home as well, thinking that a lot of money.
Yeah,
But yeah, it wasn't really close to the truth.
that's right. Many people back in other countries, they think that it's easy to get money, that they grow trees, but it's not really the case.
No, because there are some challenges that one faces as foreigner. For me, it was easy for my husband to get a job, but for me, it was a challenge. Of which back home I was working like full time permanent job, working in the government, good money. But when I came over, I faced challenges like I didn't even know where to have my certificate. I looked at, and by the time you get that information, time would have passed. Yeah, so, and the internet wasn't a big thing like back then. If it was now, I think I would have found it like really easy. But I was depending on mouth, who knows what.
Yeah.
So it was by chance. Oh, I think I was a stay-home mom, which was unlike me at all. So it was hard. My child would go to school, I would be stay-home mom. Yeah, after cleaning, what else could I do? I didn't know places, or I didn't have a car. So I would just stay at home, watch TV, which I thought wasn't interesting at all because it was so different
Yeah.
from what I was watching overseas.
So how did you start making friends? When was the turning point for you? When did you start putting yourself out there? Did you do that to make connections with people?
I think we found a church that we started going to and started talking to people there, but not very much, like was just at least with like some other human contact. Then think community link other than church was when after I gave birth to my second child who was born here, which was a year, should I say a year and a half after my arrival? Oh no, exactly a year after my arrival.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the baby clinic, I don't know what they called it. Where you go for children to have. That's when they referred me to a play group.
Yeah.
However, just when I haven't had anything like playgroup in my life, so I kind of shelved it for a few months, maybe one or two, I can't remember now. But later on, what happened? I'm trying to think.
You finally had the courage to go to a playgroup.
No, it was through church again. Another lady went like, "Oh, Josephine, why can't you just join play group? It will be good for you in Bab." Then I remembered, okay, I was referred to this people, and this person is telling me that it will be good for me. How about just go and see how it goes? Then, yeah, I went to my first play group, which was in George Street, neighborhood, Shakespeare Street. I can't remember what day we were going though. However, when I first attended the first play group, they told me there was another play group, but this was called music group.
Yeah.
On a different day. So I started going to that as well.
Yeah.
So I had two things to look forward to every week.
That was a good start.
Yeah, and I was catching a bus.
Oh, good on you.
To go there, I needed two buses to get there from where we lived. Yeah.
But you were prepared to do that because you wanted to meet other people.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Look forward to it, and I could see my baby was happy too, interacting with other babs, though he was little. And the other ones, yeah, I think the oldest around that time was a 2-year-old. The other ones were just babies as well.
Yeah.
Of different ages, but still baby stages. But yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. So from staying at home to going to playgroup twice a week, what followed after that?
After that, when you're with other people, you share stories. And with those shared stories, I could say that many women face similar challenges. So this play group consisted of people from different cultures, from overseas, Australians. I think we had just two Australians in that group. One was running it. She had two children. But then just sharing those stories made me feel better. Like, okay,
That you're not alone.
yeah, I wasn't alone, and yeah, so having something to do outside home also is really beneficial. That's what I found out, because I found that my mood was lifted, yeah, instead of just being in the house in the four walls. Yeah, so it was good. So with sharing stories, I think I told them what I used to do, and I just thought we were having like a conversation. It's nothing important, it's just me sharing my life, but not knowing that it would lead to my first job.
Wow.
So, because one day I missed the playgroup, not one day, I think 1 or 2 weeks, I can't remember for what reasons. But when I went next, they said, "Oh, Josephine, the lady from next door was looking for you." And she was looking for someone to work for her. And I'm like, "Oh, that's good." So I went to see the lady, and she went like, "Oh, not right now, but in the next coming weeks, I'll be looking for someone for school holidays, and you can start." And yeah, that was really exciting news. I didn't look for this job. It came to me
Yes,
through
yeah.
the playgroup.
Many things happen when you put yourself out there, and you're a great example of that.
Yes, definitely, I can say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened? Did they offer you the job a couple of weeks later?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, so you started your job there right then and there.
This.
How was it? Did you get like culture shock working with children in Australia?
Of course. Yeah, it's so different from back home. However, I had to remind myself that this was in the school as such. It was like an after or before school. So it was not like formal education. So that's what I struggled with. I was used to more formal education.
Yeah.
So that's what the cultural shock was about mostly. And yeah, it was like a play time for them, even though they should be learning and playing. Whereas for me, where I was coming, it was like serious
Yeah, that's right. It's
teaching.
totally different. Yeah.
Yeah.
So from that experience, what came next?
I would want to take you back. Before I got the job, there were other opportunities that were offered through playgroup, through George Street rather. So they were giving like swimming lessons. I wasn't a swimmer. So they had agreement, or I can't remember if it was a contract or whatever it was. So they were giving free swimming lessons for people from overseas. I think we're going every Saturday for adults. It wasn't for kids.
Yeah.
So I joined that too, which was fun. And after completion, I can't remember how many weeks that program went for. We got some certificate, and yeah, that was good.
And you met more friends.
Exactly. And the other one, it was they offered 3 driving lessons
Yeah.
for free, free one. Then you can go on your way. I think they helped as well with preparation for learners. What's that? The one that you go and write a test. Is that the learners?
Yes.
Yes, the first one, the test for people who needed that. I didn't join that because I didn't need it. I could do that by myself. I learned that for people with English as a second language who wanted like some lessons, they could provide some help through tape, which was great. I didn't need that because I learned English from year one back in my country, though most of it was written, not spoken English.
Yeah. So from that scenario, how did that help you to get to where you are right now?
I think even for a person who have driven from overseas, sometimes we don't have the confidence driving in Australia. So just giving that opportunity with someone who knows this country better is really good. It's a starting point. And to know that there are people who care for immigrants.
Yes.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel Australia is good with that.
Yeah, and this is the purpose of the podcast too. So your story can be shared, and many other people will be inspired, and they'll know that they're not alone. They have you, they have other migrants who have been through the same experience and challenges. And yeah, look at you now. Can you tell us what do you do now? Like where in life are you are now?
Oh, I did a lot of things. I tried to go into teaching. Yeah, I didn't. I still enjoyed the time that I did it, but I just went like I need to change to a different field. And I went back to uni, and now I hold a position, a good position in social work. So Yeah.
You've come a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also kudos to yourself because you've done it all. You put yourself out there to do it and make something out of it.
Yes, definitely. If someone would have told me that I'll be here today doing what I'm doing, probably I would have said, I don't see that happening.
No, you're joking.
Because when I first came, I just felt like all hope was lost because I couldn't do the job I was trying to do that I cherished so much.
Yes.
So, but when you don't give up on yourself and look for opportunities, they are there.
Yeah, that's right. Those are really powerful words. Like, look for opportunities.
That's right.
Are there any other like lessons or advice that you would like to share to new migrants?
What I would say is just take your time. Please don't give up on yourself and please go out to places, meet people. There are people like you who are looking for people like you.
Exactly.
And other people who are different to you.
That's right. There is always help. You just have to put yourself out there.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what's one thing that you miss back home?
I miss the collectiveness. Being part of the large family was kind of shocking for me because back home, neighbors don't need permission to come to your house. And neither do I. You can just rock up anytime.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, when I say anytime, I don't mean like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
No, reasonable times. So long as it's
But your doors are open.
yes,
They're welcome to come and
exactly.
visit you.
Because back home we do some things like, which is part of collective culture anyway. Even if someone finds that, oh, they don't have enough salt for their cooking, they can knock next door and say, yay, I didn't realize my salt was running low. Can I have some? So that was part of my culture and the things that I miss.
Yes.
Just being part of that whole community, like where everything is kind of connected. Here, I find out if, yeah, you can be lonely if you don't have your network of friends. And even with those network of friends, everyone has got their lives. And if you don't make time for each other, it's easy to have a lonely life.
Yeah, that is so true. Yeah. Do you have your support network now, your network of friends?
Oh, yeah. They are over the years, I've managed to have a number of friends.
That's good to have people that you can share your stories, get inspiration, and just having someone to talk to. It's really vital and helps with the isolation.
Exactly, especially when I don't expect my neighbor to just come and for salt.
That's right. I don't think that will be
Or
happening anytime soon.
yeah, or myself going and saying, no, I can say I do have good neighbors now. Of course, I can't just rock anytime, but
You've got,
Christmas, Easter, now and then we say hi to each other, which is good.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you've built your network now.
yeah.
Yeah. So what's next from now? What do you see yourself doing in the future?
I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked into that. Yeah, continue working hard until who knows when.
Continue enjoying life. Yes. So you've gone a long way and your story is very, very inspiring. I hope the listeners can get stories, can get inspired from what you've shared today. And yeah, I would like to thank you so much for joining me in this conversation. And I hope that it makes you feel good to be able to share your stories to others too.
Yeah, definitely. If you can help someone or to inspire them in doing something they like or not giving up on themselves, yeah, that would be good.
Yes, definitely. 'Cause we're always here to listen because, Australia is our home now and we only have each other to support. We're all away from our family. So the least we can do is reach out to others and offer that bridge to support them.
Oh, definitely. Thank you for having me and thank you for listening.